Yeah, we're gonna wait for 10 seconds.
Okay. Get comfy. Welcome to the must-see WWE talk show in history. Welcome to Wrestling Untold.
Yes, that time.
I am Skills All Day, a.k.a. Carter.
And I am Keaton, a.k.a. I didn't have time to make up a fancy saying this week, so just take it as it is.
That's the secrets.
Yeah, you know. They call me a lot around the way.
You have The Rock.
And this is episode 8?
I think.
We're on episode 8. This is part 2 of the greatest Intercontinental Champion. And The Rock was the winner of last week.
That's why we have him right here.
Oh, we got a special guest, The Rock.
That's why we have him right there.
So you want to get started right away? First off, I think we got to make sure that everybody goes back and watch the previous videos.
Yep.
Like, share, comment.
And please subscribe.
Always subscribe. So let's get started. So, wow, these two wrestlers couldn't be any further apart as far as like decades. We have none other than Big E from the New Day. He's also a singles wrestler. He was an Intercontinental Champion more recently. He just lost to Apollo Crews. But we also have Pat Patterson. And Pat Patterson is a elderly man now. He was a Intercontinental Champion. Is he passed? Oh, okay.
They had a whole tribute.
He was an Intercontinental Champion decades before I watched wrestling. For that matter. You know, I don't have a whole lot to say about Pat Patterson.
Nope.
Big E is very entertaining.
Big E, that was his best when he was in his singles career.
Yeah, he's very entertaining.
It was his best with the IC title. So it's really nothing to talk about with Pat Patterson.
Where are we going?
And he didn't even watch Pat Patterson, so
Nope.
I can barely watch Pat Patterson. And the title looked terrible when Pat Patterson was wrestling.
So who are we going for here? We're going Big E? Okay, all right. Go for what you know.
You see me nodding his head there.
Big E. So our next group of competitors here is none other than Triple H, also known as Hunter Hearst Helmsley when he held the Intercontinental Championship, and Finn Balor.
That's the other one.
Yeah, so they go head to head.
Ooh. So
head
the
to
NXT
head.
guy and the legend, the NXT legend guy.
I can speak to Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He was a horrific heel, but he was a great wrestler. I hated the Hunter Hearst Helmsley gimmick. When he became triple, either he was a French waiter or either he was like a waiter at Fogo de Chao or something. Who knows? He was a waiter at some restaurant.
His hair looks so weird.
Yeah,
They look fake.
What about Finn Balor?
Finn Balor with the IC title wasn't great. That was when he was in the rivalry with Bobby Lashley, and the title kept going either or. Although Finn Balor won it at WrestleMania. I don't remember which one.
Did he get a big pop? He get a big pop when he won it?
I mean, he didn't have it for a long time because the title kept going back and forth. That was when Leo Rush was in WWE as the naughty guy.
So you going Triple H here? Okay.
Triple
H.
Let's just say Triple H for now on.
Fun fact, the name Triple H was supposed to go to Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and they gave it to Triple H instead. Yeah.
Hollywood
Hulk Hogan. HHH.
Oh.
Yeah, that was supposed to be his moniker, and they didn't want to use it. And Triple H ended up using it, and it was worked out for him.
Yeah.
The next one, it's about time we put some respect on this man's name. None other than Goldust.
His favorite.
And he's going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. So I can speak to Goldust. He was, in my opinion, when you talk about Intercontinental Championships, you think of that gold title he had that matched that gold leotard he wore. I'm not judging his attire, but he fought he fought so many people. He fought Ahmed Johnson, who he actually ended up losing it to. But what a fight. All his matches were great. He was by far a great Intercontinental Champion, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on Shinsuke?
You love Goldust too much.
I have respect.
I think Shinsuke's right there.
Is he? Yeah.
The action figure Shinsuke. We need to put these guys
down. You actually have Goldust, the action figure. Where is he? He has a Goldust action figure. But I'm the one. I'm the weirdo.
Yeah, you are. If Bret Hart and Goldust fought, you would be like, I go either way.
No, I'm going Bret Hart.
I I gotta go with Goldust.
You gonna Goldust? Oh, this is gonna be good, especially looking at the next group.
Triple H and Goldust. Is that good?
Wow. Okay. All right. So the next, this guy, Rowdy Piper, one of the all-time greats. He's going up against Christian. Now, I don't quite remember Roddy Piper being an Intercontinental Champion. I knew he was, but he just wasn't when I was watching.
I just remember Roddy Piper as general manager. That's the only thing I remember
So,
from him.
Roddy Piper had an epic street ball with none other than Goldust. And it was a great match. If you guys get a chance, go to YouTube, watch the Goldust versus Roddy Piper street fight. It is, I think Goldust hits him with his gold Cadillac. Roddy Piper still gets up and fights through. Roddy Piper just wraps the tape around his knuckles and he's just wailing on him. It's a great match. I digress. What are your thoughts about this? Roddy Piper versus Christian.
I've never seen Christian or Roddy Piper with the IC title.
Neither have
I've seen Christian with the tag titles. That was his most recognized, I think.
Yeah.
With Edge.
We know he had them. We wouldn't have him on the list if we didn't know he had it, but we never. So.
And Rowdy Piper. I gotta go with Rowdy Piper.
You know Piper? Okay.
Christian is a great tag thing. He's
Okay.
better as a tag.
Well, I'll go with him
You'll
anyway.
see if you watch AEW in his singles career.
So the next group is gonna be Mr. 619, Rey Mysterio, and you can move him out the way. And he's going up against Kofi Kingston of New Day. Now I know Kofi held the Intercontinental Championship. He didn't hold it that long, but neither did Rey Mysterio.
That's the Jamaican guy, right?
He's not Jamaican.
That's when he won that
Well,
title.
that was his gimmick at the time.
Yeah.
But he didn't hold it long. That was not a moment. Nor was Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is very famous for not holding titles long. like 20, 30 days.
Rey Mysterio
max.
with the cruiserweight title was really good.
He was good WCW cruiserweight, but
Especially
when
with
he got
Jericho,
to
the rivalry.
WWF, WWE, he was basically, he was good, but he never held titles long. Who are you going with here? I will go either way.
Mysterio.
You going Rey? All right. Yeah, I could go either way here.
You said that about a lot of stuff.
Oh, here goes a good matchup. So, Stone Cold, who does a Stone Cold Stunner, and he's going up against KO, Kevin Owens, who also does a Stone Cold Stunner. But, it's a homage to Stone Cold. Now, I do recall Stone Cold in The Rock's feud for the Intercontinental Championship. That was a great feud at the time. And you just knew that both of those competitors were going to be in the world title scene pretty soon. But it was exciting. I liked it a lot. It was a great feud, those two. I don't recall Kevin Owens having the Intercontinental Champion. Maybe you can speak to it.
I don't recall him.
How did he get on our list? He's had the belt, obviously.
He's held
He did
it.
have the belt. He had the new one too, right? The one that just came out. He had that very shortly.
Did he?
The new design. Yeah, it doesn't look all that
I
good.
don't remember. Kevin Owens.
I know who I'm going
Kevin
for
Owens
here.
had the IC title in 2017, so I really.
I know who I would go for
Stone, no.
here. Just break the glass and let me come out.
No, Kevin Owens.
What?
Stone Cold is like Bret Hart.
What?
Ew.
If I had juice in my mouth now, I would just spit it across the table. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
Stone Cold is not moving forward in this one?
No, he's a world champion.
He's also Intercontinental Champion.
He's a better world.
I'm writing KO. I don't want to write KO, but I'm writing KO. Okay.
It's not Kyle O'Reilly.
So the next group of competitors we have is Daniel Bryan, Mr. Yes, and he's going up against Eddie Guerrero.
You got a Daniel right here.
You do have Daniel, don't you?
Yeah. His 6 action figure.
Daniel to me is I know he was in the Intercontinental scene, and most of these wrestlers they kind of moved to the world scene. He's so much known for that big WCW gold title, the giant championship belt. But again, he's also a smaller wrestler. Usually the smaller wrestlers do really well with the Intercontinental belt. He just happened to also do well with the world belt too. And then we have Eddie Guerrero, who he got the Intercontinental Championship belt, I believe, 3 times in the early 2000s. Prior to his
You remember
his
that's
death.
a lot.
Yeah, so I would go either way here.
I I go with Daniel Bryan.
You go with
It's
Daniel
his
Bryan?
first title, and he won
Okay,
it.
all right.
And he won
We're gonna
it with
BB.
Pat Patterson on his side at WrestleMania. So, why not?
Okay. So the last in this first round is going to be the phenomenal one, the none other than the AJ Styles. You have the
The other one talks. I don't want to keep going that.
and he's going up against the late great Chris Benoit.
It's easy.
There's no way I was going to exclude Chris Benoit from this, given the events, because we like to separate the wrestler from the personal life, if that makes any sense. So it was no way we were going to exclude Chris Benoit from this, because Chris Benoit is the cross-face crippler. He was a great wrestler.
This is easy though.
Who's
this is
who's
AJ
this?
Styles.
It's AJ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go AJ. Well, again, Chris was here. Chris is
In
gone.
my opinion, I don't like Chris.
So we're gonna move into this next round.
Okay.
And the next round is gonna be let's move him out the way. It's gonna be none other than our guy Big E. Let's see if Big E can. And Triple H, Helmsley,
We're just gonna chill back.
Mr.
here,
Pedigree.
if that's okay with you.
So, we've already spoken about both of these guys. I'm an old school guy, so I'm going to go, for me, it would be Triple H here. Just, Big E hasn't had enough
It's Triple
Intercontinental experience.
It's Triple H.
Are we going Triple H
Yeah,
here?
I think it's Triple H.
Now,
Respect Triple H.
the next group here, again, if you get time, watch this match. Goldust versus Roddy Piper. And you'll be surprised to know where I want to go here. And it's not in Roddy Piper's favor. What are you thinking about?
Goldust.
You gonna Goldust too? That's a very strong pick. It's about time.
I need to watch some Roddy Piper.
Dustin, we'll watch that match after
All I
this.
see
It's
is
about
him
time
just-
that Dustin's got his due.
All I seen is him just talking on the mic because he was general manager.
Yeah. No, you got to see Roddy fight. He's great. The next is going to be Rey Mysterio versus KO. What do you got here?
Bye-bye.
Rey Mysterio versus KO.
Who would you go for?
Excuse me. It's a throw up here. I would probably go KO.
I'm gonna go with KO.
He had the belt last between the two. It's not really a good, but you know.
He had the belt a long time ago.
Yeah. So the last group in this round, we got through the second round pretty quickly. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Are you going for the phenomenal one, or are you going for the vegan? Are you going vegan on me? Are you going?
I remember he is vegan.
Yeah, he had the weird belt, the weird world title.
Oopsie.
Which one are you going with?
I think that was actually. I think
Is that what's going to happen?
Chose,
Oh,
yeah.
is it going to be? Okay,
The
Daniel
action
Bryan.
figure chose itself. Goodbye.
Daniel Bryan. Okay. So we are down to 4 competitors. So
These are the remaining.
So we got a 2v2 essentially. So we're gonna have Triple H, and he's gonna go up against Goldust. So how do we feel about this? Because again, I still know where we're going, and I don't think it's the direction that you would go into here.
Yeah, you're gonna say you're going with Goldust. So I'm gonna choose Triple H.
You're gonna choose Triple H. It's not a bad pick. I mean, I would
Triple
send.
H is nice.
I would send Goldust through here too. Again, he never got to the World Championship picture like Triple H, Goldust.
Oh, never.
And no, never, ever. And I think it was just his gimmick was getting a little old. He never kind of moved forward with it. He stuck in that one area, and it's okay. But next 2 is going to be KO versus Daniel Bryan. So essentially here we had a little bit of older school and a little bit of new school.
Oh yeah, we do.
And so who do we have here? KO or Daniel Bryan?
Who would you go for?
I don't see Daniel Bryan as Intercontinental Champion. I just cannot
That
picture
was
it.
his first title. That
But
was when he just debuted.
I do recall Kevin Owens having the Intercontinental Championship more recently, so because that's what I remember more recently, that's what I got to go with. Who would you go here?
I gotta off Daniel Bryan.
You going Daniel Bryan? I just feel like you're going against what I say.
He's gonna lose, so.
Okay, so we're down to our final two on this side of the bracket. And this is going to be who's going to go up against The Rock. Who's going to be slaughtered by The Rock, in other words. So we have Triple H, and I think you set those up earlier purposely because you knew that was going to be the final two. Is that what happened?
No, it was just.
All right. So what do you think here? What are you thinking?
No.
Are you thinking Triple H? And it's got to be Hunter Hearst Helmsley more so than Triple H.
Triple H.
Because Daniel Bryan, I just don't see him as Intercontinental Champion. But I do remember seeing Hunter Hearst Helmsley as Intercontinental Champion.
Triple H.
That's where we're going?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, look. He's out of here.
Guys, The Rock made history being the first person to win, to be in the two finals on this show. Did you know that?
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
he was in the other final? Oh,
Yeah,
good
the
for
other
him.
one.
Okay, so we have
Tiny.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I know the Rock is so tiny. You got to bring the actual Rock action figure next time. Versus the Rock, the first African American Intercontinental Champion. I mean, he just broke so many different. He's just amazing. You know,
Just so cool in the
from
mic.
Rocky Maivia to The Rock to Nation of Domination to People's Champion. He's just, in my opinion, one of if we had to say the greatest wrestler of all time, and I know we've done that already, and he didn't win it. In my opinion, The Rock would be
That's
the
when he won the
greatest
finals.
wrestler of all time.
Lost the finals on that.
He would be the greatest of all time. What are your thoughts here?
Oh, this is. I have to go with. They fought, didn't they fight?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah, plenty.
I think The Rock has beaten Triple H plenty of times, if that's what you're asking me. Are we going?
What's his thing?
The rock bottom? Did he just rock bottom and he's going to do a people's elbow? You didn't throw off the armband first. So there you have it, folks. The Rock.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
The Rock.
The Stone Cold.
So we did a little trivia at the end, and I didn't tell you that I was going to have any trivia because I didn't know I was going to have any trivia. But I'm gonna ask you two trivia questions, okay?
Two.
Prior to becoming a wrestler, what did The Rock do? This is all Rock related questions. Prior to becoming a wrestler, what did he do?
Ooh.
Who was he? Tick tock, 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 tick tock. What did most wrestlers before they become wrestlers?
Was he an Olympian?
No, he was not. God, this is
A
embarrassing.
bodybuilder.
This is embarrassing. You give up? You get one more guess. He played a sport.
Oh, football.
There you go. He played college football. Okay, so
Oh, that was embarrassing.
that is very embarrassing. So the next one is going to be, you're going to have to give me the names of persons.
No.
So, well, one person actually.
Okay.
The Rock, he won the tag titles with this other person who was also one of his worthy adversaries. And they call themselves the Rock and Sock Connection. Who is it?
Mankind.
There you go. You got one. Mr. Sacco, and then Mankind gave him Mr. Rocco, a sock with, I guess, a rock drawn on it, which was amazing. Mankind was great too. He was. So that's it, folks. That is our show today. We're grateful that you were tuning in to us, and we just hope you continue to tune in to us week after week while we get through these brackets. We will decide, Carter will decide the greatest of every single thing that we can decide in wrestling. So you have anything else to add here?
We gotta do our. See you next
See you later.
time.
He likes to shooting guns. See you later.
Bye-bye.